What is up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? It is me back again with another video, and fuck, I just hit the cart and blew it everywhere. Okay, yeah, anyway, we're back again with another video. Thank you for the positive feedback on my last video. That shit actually kind of blew up, like it got like 100 views, which, yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. That was one of my favorite videos. That was the longest video I've ever made, and yeah, I got a lot of positive feedback. I got a lot of comments on it, and yeah, which it helps boost engagement. So if you want right now, like the video and leave a hate comment down below. Yeah, those are my favorite kind of comments to read. But yeah, there was like this funny kid that spammed like a bunch of comments. Like he kind of just got rage baited the entire time. But yeah, that was funny to read. Sorry, I'm talking so much. But yeah. Anyway, I want to preface the video first. Starting out, yeah, I know it's about talking about the first time that I did HYDROS, like Norts or Vicodin, like one of the two. I don't know which one it technically was, but yeah. I want to preface that this is bad. You should not be like me, and yeah, opiates are not good for you. And yeah, you're gonna hear me use a term called fish bowling, and yeah, that has to do with this video. Anytime I'm high on opiates and my friend asks me if I'm good, I'll be like, yeah, I'm just fish bowling right now. So if you hear me use that term, that's what that means. Yeah, so I was talking to one of my friends yesterday before we get into the video. We were talking about like addiction and like how it's a pretty shitty thing. And right now he's going through like a perk addiction. I'm not gonna name him, but he was in one of my past videos like a long time ago, and we still remain friends. But yeah, I haven't hung out with him in a while. We've been meaning to hang out, but yeah, he's out of state right now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure like when I go out of state, we'll probably try to hang out. But yeah. Anyway, we were talking about addictions. He's addicted to like perks and everything, and yeah, we're talking about how this shit is ass. And yeah, okay, so without any further ado, let's get straight into the video. Yeah, thanks for all the support on the last video. I know this one's gonna be a fucking banger. Anyway, let's get into the video.
I be water like the Sonic. I get money, Illuminati. Might just spend it on your daddy. I be kicking like karate. Bitches cold as ice. I might as well just call it hockey. Shadow clone the jutsu. Yeah, my nigga is a copy. Demon when the shirt, can it hit you in your body? She like, can we drop the fucking top in the Audi? You got smoke with me. I got smoke for everybody.
Okay, so this story takes place back in October, and yeah, this is when I was trying a lot of new experiences. I had tried shrooms, and if you saw that post on Instagram, allegedly speaking, yeah, I made it a point to take a picture pretty much every time I was high or I was with some of my friends and like we had an experience going on. I just wanted the picture for that memory. But yeah, combed through that post, and one of the pictures is me on shrooms, and one of the pictures is me on acid, allegedly speaking. But yeah. Okay, getting back into the video. This takes place on a Thursday, but I gotta preface the day before. I did tramadol that day, which if you don't know is a pretty weak opioid. It's actually under codeine. Codeine is actually a lot lower than most people think it is. But yeah, it is. Okay, so it basically goes like, for reference in this video, perks or oxycontin or oxycodone, whatever you want to call it, that is going to be a tiny bit above hydrocodone. Perks and hydrocodone, pretty much when they're both mixed with acetaminophen, which a perk is just fucking oxycodone and acetaminophen mixed together. Same with oxycontin, but perks are more popular. But yeah, Vicodin is basically hydrocodone and acetaminophen mixed together. But yeah, and same thing with Norcos. Those are just the brand names. So I'll probably title this video like first time doing Norcos / like Vicodin or something like that. I don't know. Probably just first time doing HYDROS. But anyway, yeah. So I had found some tramadol at my house, and I was like, okay. I read the bottle, and I was like, okay, risk of opioid addiction. This is an opioid. So I decided to take the rest of the ones that were left in the bottle because I did some research on it, and I was like, okay, they're 50 milligrams. That is going to be like 6 is going not to be very high. That's only going to be 300 milligrams, and that's a pretty high starter dose. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll just take this. And I remember I was like, okay, I felt really good, and I wanted to try HYDROS. Like I saw the Goblin video about it, and I watched it on the car on the way to the dentist that morning because I had to go to the dentist for some shit. And I just remember listening to that video as I was driving to the dentist, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try that. So my plug, not my plug, but one of my friends, he had posted that his plug had HYDROS. He broke his leg and got a script. And they were 100% legit, and I don't recommend buying pills off the street because these couldn't have been legit. But yeah, they were. He had a script. He showed me the bottle and then took them out of the bottle. So I was like, okay, they should be authentic. And I bought 3. And I was like, okay, I'm going to do them tomorrow because I'd already gotten done with the tramadol high. And I was like, okay, bet. So after he leaves and I put him in my room, I was like, okay, so I started getting ready for how I was gonna sneak him in that morning into school. So I just put him in my sock like you usually do with all the pills and like when I would bring edibles in and everything. And I got a few more stories coming from like the school that I went to, the alternative school. I'm not gonna name it in case any of the people there are watching, because a lot of people there know about my YouTube channel, and I was pretty open with everything. So yeah, I hope they're not watching this video. This is all alleged. I definitely did not do this, but yeah. Anyway, I sneak them in like I normally do through my sock, and I get them in, and I decided to pop them in first period, and I didn't really know what I was in for. I did 3 hydros, and they were so hydros come in the form of, they come in a 5 to like 625, which is 5 milligrams of hydrocodone and 625 milligrams of acetaminophen, and that's the lowest. Then they have 7.5 milligrams and 325 milligrams of acetaminophen, and those are those are the second highest. And then they have a 10 325, which is 10 milligrams and 325 of acetaminophen. And right now, allegedly speaking, I've been doing the 10s, and I have a few 5s mixed in with it. So most of the time, that the authentic ones that you get that are 10 milligrams will say M637, which is weird, but yeah, I don't know why I'm saying all this, but yeah, it has to do with the pills. And I noticed as soon as I opened the bottle, I was like, he didn't tell me what strength they were, and I was like kind of curious, so I did a little bit of research on pill identifier, and yeah, so I kind of recognized that they're the mid strength. They were the 7.5 because they said M3 or M36 or 336 or something like that. I can go get one, but I don't feel like it. But yeah, anyway, I was like, okay, these are the middle tier strength. And I was like, okay. So yeah, I pop them and get some water. And speaking of water, I need a hydration break, so I'm gonna pause this recording real quick and go get a sip of water because I got fucking cotton mouth. But yeah, hold on. All right, hydration is key. Yeah, remember that. I'm sipping on some fucking smart water with fucking alkaline or whatever. Let me know what you're sipping on down in the comments below if you want to. I don't really give a fuck if you do or not. It's whatever. But yeah, okay, back to the video. So that was like half a voice crack there. Damn. Okay, I don't feel like editing it out, but whatever. So yeah. Anyway, I'm sitting in class after I popped these, and I was like, okay, I don't really know when they're gonna hit. So I go like all throughout. I looked up on ChatGPT because the trick is like they can see what you look up on Google, but if you go to ChatGPT and you ask it a question and then delete the message history, they can't like get that. They can't really get that back, and they won't. It's not that they like can't, but they won't really like it won't flag in their system. Because if you look something up, like if you're an actual fucking doofus and you look up like vape or where to buy a vape, or you look up like fucking Delta 8 carts and shit, you can get in trouble. Like that happened to a kid that was in one, like it wasn't in one of my classes, but one of my teachers told me about it when I got back in class. Like at the end of the day, I came back to her class to put my laptop up, and she told me about it. And she was like, yeah, he's just a fucking idiot. And I was like, yeah, I agree. And I told her what I did, and she's like, yeah, that's what most people do. And I was like, okay, yeah. So I looked it up. Anyway, that was fucking holy shit, side topic. Okay, so back to the video, fuck. Okay, so I looked up on ChatGPT when they're supposed to hit, and it says it can usually take 40 minutes, like up to 40 minutes. I was like, okay, damn. And like probably 10 minutes later, I was listening to music and scrolling through Instagram, and yeah, okay, so I leave that class, I leave first period, and I go to second period, and I sit with one of my like really good friends at the time. She was in that Instagram post. It was that girl, her name's Cohen, and yeah, she watches my videos. What's up, Cohen? But yeah, anyway, I told her what I did, because like I told her like that time I was on shrooms. She was like, why the fuck are you laughing so much? And I was like, oh, I took shrooms. And she's like, oh, cool, whatever. But yeah, I just told her, I was like, yeah, I popped like HYDROS, and I always told her shit to like be safe, so like someone would know, and like if I started tweaking or like overdosing and dying or whatever the fuck, or like I don't know, I don't even know, like a few things actually happened in this class where like she got like worried for my health, and I felt bad, so I didn't want to scare her anymore, so I kind of stopped doing heavy shit like before she left. But yeah, anyway, that'll be a future video if she gives me permission to make it. But yeah, anyway. I told her that I did this, and I started itching because the perk itch and like the hydro itch, the opiate itch, is a real thing. Like itching off these perks, like that's actually like a real thing. Like this shit makes you really itchy. Like I've been scratching myself right now. Like I'm fucking scratching myself actively as I record this. I keep fucking scratching my nose because that shit itches like really really bad, and I don't feel like pausing the recording. But yeah. So I'm just fucking itching myself during this class period, and like the entire time, like the entire reason the topic came up was because I was itching myself, and I just flat out told her, I was like, yeah. She goes, oh, okay, and I explained it to her, and she's like, oh, okay, whatever, cool. And I start getting like a really euphoric head rush, and I remember like feeling like I was in a fishbowl. And I was like, okay, well, that's gonna be my new term. I coined it. So every time I'm high on opioids or opiates, whatever the fuck, I always tell my friends like I'm fish bowling. Like if they ask like what's wrong, or like if I don't want to hit the yard anymore, I'll be like, no, I'm fish bowling enough, and they're like, okay. But yeah. Anyway, uh, second period ends, and I say bye to Koa, and she says good luck, and I go to third period, which I had with some of my really good friends. And the co-teacher comes in, and she takes us to her room, which is like famous in like some of my other videos because she had this black carpet. And I was laying on this black carpet scrolling through Instagram, and like one post was like about like fucking like country music, like sad country music or whatever, and it was like Trudy Oak Revival and like some other shit. And I really wanted to listen to like one of the songs, so I tried to look it up on YouTube, and I couldn't find it. I found like a shitty version of it, like a weird fucking version like posted by someone else, and I just fucking listened to it, and I was like, damn, I actually want to listen to that song now. So I fucking downloaded it, and then I put it on my computer, and yeah. Anyway, that was like I don't know, that was like one of the most memorable things. Like I really wanted to hear that song, and I was like laying on her floor like curled up, and I was just high as fuck. I didn't even like smoke anything. I didn't do anything before this. Like it was just the hydros, and this was the first time, so like I'm assuming like I'll never get that high again. That's why it's called chasing the dragon. Like I've wanted to feel that way again, and I never have. But yeah. Anyway, third period ends, and I go to lunch, and I'm just sitting at the table, and I was still kind of itchy, and one of my friends is like, "Yo, I heard you like did hydros." I was like, how the fuck did that spread so fast? And he was one of the people that I mentioned like before this video, like that's going through the perk addiction. And he was like, "Yeah, I didn't know you did that shit." And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "If you got some more, like, I'll take them." And I was like, "Nah." And I gave him like the guy who did, because like he went to Creekview, so he knows like who he was and everything. And I'm not gonna that doesn't give away like who it was, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, I gave him that contact, and I don't know if he ever bought some, but yeah, it wore off probably about the time that I went into the class after lunch. Like I wasn't really feeling it anymore, and I was like, damn, that was a good ass high. So yeah, I went home and I bought 3 more, and I got high like 3 days later, and it wasn't the same thing. Like it was very close, but it wasn't as fun. And yeah, that's how you get trapped in a cycle of hydro addiction. But I actually didn't do hydros. Like I did hydros like a few times, and then I didn't pick them back up until I picked them back up like a month later in November, and then I stopped doing them for like a while. And yeah, I only did like weak opiates, and I did tramadol again a few times, and then I didn't do anything from January to like the whole month of January. Then I like started doing Xans in February, and then yeah, what I just launched into like a video about like my addiction so far, whatever. That'll probably be a future video where it's like my entire story up to this point, and I'll do like a yearly update. And yeah. Anyway, if you fuck with the video, be sure to like the video so I can get those engagement boosts. And yeah. Anyway, don't let someone stop you from doing what you want to do because they think it's cringe. That's how you miss out on 90% of your life. People tell me that this shit is fucking garbage and that I should like kill myself for doing this. And to those people, I say, nah, I don't want to do that. And I actually get like a few people that like I'll share my video with them and be like, that was actually really good as fuck. I mean, I kind of fuck with that. Like, you're not scared to put this out. And yeah, anyway, yeah, don't let people stop you from doing what you want to do. Don't fucking be nonchalant. Like, I'm just myself around everyone. It doesn't really matter. I don't try to change myself for everyone. What the fuck? I just hit the chair. Anyway, yeah, hope you guys have a good day. That's about it. Thanks for listening to this fucking hoot and holler, fucking banger of a video. I called into the Gobcast yesterday, and I'm pretty sure I missed their call. So, Goblin, when I get back on the Gobcast in like 2 weeks, when I call in again, I'm going to refer to this video. And yeah, anyway, yeah, that's about it. See ya.